I wanted to come on here and address a lot of things that I've been seeing this past week. It has been a lot of craziness. So I want to come on here and first of all, talk about...
Well, guys, it's here. Yesterday we talked about what's right is right and what's wrong is wrong. And we have some more information that literally just came out right now. And I was thinking we can go ahead and talk about it. All right, so Jeffree Star posted this tweet right here. I'm gonna go ahead and throw it up. Addressing lipstick Nazi in old photos. So
I want to come on here and first of all, talk about one main thing that I've been seeing all over is the repost of a old screenshot from a splash page of a website that I never started. A splash page meaning it is a coming soon page for something in 2004. Yes, 2004 and 2006. I'm nervous laughing because those were horrible fucking times for me. And being very young and stupid, I took some very graphic photos of myself doing self-mutilation and cutting myself. Now at 34, they are being posted all over the internet for people to judge. But the main concern here is a screenshot. And past me, we can address the photos in a minute. I want to talk about something and a very dumb decision I made when I was very young. So I created a URL called lipsticknazi.com. Now, back then in the early 2000s, it was a slang term, like on the show Seinfeld. Someone was a soup Nazi if you were a crazy cook. I used to work at the Mac counter. If you were someone that would follow customers around in the store, you were called a door Nazi. The term is wrong. It's derogatory. It's vile. It's disgusting. And I should have never used it. No excuses. But I want to let you know the context of that. And it was a slang term that I used, that lipstick Nazi was like people who were obsessed with makeup. Horrible decision. It was very wrong of me. And for anyone who has seen that, I am deeply sorry. I'm disgusted with myself. And I should have never used that word ever. So there was a splash page for a website that never happened. It was a URL for my LiveJournal. Now, if you're older, you know what LiveJournal was. It was a site where you would post pictures of yourself or little captions and memes. Kind of like Tumblr really is what it was, but LiveJournal was the early stages of what social media would become. And it was very narcissistic, and I was going to just have the website just be a bunch of fucking crazy pictures of me. So the term lipstick Nazi is disgusting, and I just want people to know, looking at me, it's wrong and I should have never used it. But for anyone to try to create a smear campaign saying that that was a makeup brand is completely false. And I get what, a few of you out there are trying to do, but no, I never created a makeup company. Obviously, there was no products. There was literally nothing but a dumb splash page, which I will forever be sorry for creating. Now, when I launched that single page, that same week, it really did not sit well with me even back then. I dissolved the site, I never launched it, and it was literally nothing. I think what is very concerning is people resharing the image. I know a lot of you have blurred it out. I know a lot of you have seen a blurred out version. Thank you, Jesus Lord. But me bleeding and cutting with a razor, someone who has suffered with self-harm and issues like that for a very long time, it's been horrible. It's been horrible to wake up every morning, click an app, and turn on my phone and see pictures of me cutting. It's been very triggering and awful. I get that it came from a very shocking place for people to see that photo with the text. It's horrible. I regret it all. But if you are watching this, or anyone who sees this later, please stop resharing that image. It is so awful for me to replay that over and over and over. Context of me in that photo, sitting down on that chair with the razor. I was 17, 18 years old. Yeah, I think freshly turned 18. I had just moved to LA. And I met someone who had a little art museum, and I thought it was so cool, and I wanted to be a part of the art world. And she was a photographer, and she took some very graphic photos of me doing self-mutilation. She didn't tell me to stop. I'm not saying she encouraged it, but it was, don't cut too deep. And we did it, and we did a photo shoot. And it's haunting. It's horrible. It's disgusting. So, if you're sharing it, please stop. I just want to say to anyone watching this that I will always forever be sorry for all the dumb shit that I've said in my past, all the horrible things I've done, and all the stupid actions and decisions back then. They're uncalled for, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry to anyone who had to see those images, those words. It's completely wrong. I do want to say that I am very proud that Jeffree Star right now owns a very successive, inclusive makeup brand that caters to all races, genders, sexes, and anyone in between. That's what I'm proud of. And I understand that if you are someone that hasn't seen things from my past, it can be very shocking. It's horrible. I fucking hate it myself. But just know I'm not going to let that deter my goal and why I was put on this earth. I understand that my past is fucking awful, but Jeffree Star right now is all about change, and that's what I will forever be doing. Okay, now listen. There's one other big elephant in the room. The smear campaign and a few old friends, who were never my friends, P.S., coming out of the woodwork and making up a bunch of crazy lies. Now listen, you guys, I know I've been in a lot of bullshit. I've been in a lot of drama. After last year, I uploaded a video called Never Doing This Again. I'm not going to entertain people that want clout and attention and followers. When I leave on a really note with someone and our last texts are all positive and great, and then months later they make up a bunch of shit about me on camera. No. No. We're not going to entertain it. We're not going to feed into the negativity, and I'm not going to give an ounce of fucks to these people who are literally making up shit out of thin air. Now the old Jeffree would pull up all the receipts, sit down, rebunk every little thing. Girl, this is 2016 Kat Von D crossing my face out. Everyone believed it for 2 days, and as I sat there being completely mentally degraded, and then I came back with like, hey, it's the truth. I think maybe these people want that reaction. I think they maybe want attention. I don't know the root, but I know that I was a very good person to these people. We were acquaintances. We were not friends. And what being said is just so dumb. I'm not gonna entertain it. So a few checklist things. No, I don't shit talk my real friends ever. Sorry, I know it sounds fun and exciting. Me and Trisha Paytas are like this. I know you guys are trying to feed into her negativities. It's not gonna work. I know everyone wants a bloodbath. It's not real. Me and Trisha had a crazy time in Vegas. We're really good friends, and I'm bored. I get we're in the age of people love to sensationalize drama. I used to be a part of it, but we're going to nip it in the butt, and we're not going to play those games today. So anyone who's running their gums about me this week, whoever paid y'all in a group to do that one after another, I hope it was worth it. I really do. I'm going to continue to only show love on my platform and talk about what's important. So Jeffree Star drama, no bitch, not in 2020. We have already all, as a culture, as a society, as a planet, have had such a rough 2020. Bitch, I'm not gonna feed into any negativity. So whoever's watching this, I love you. Thank you for making it this far, and have a beautiful day. Mwah.
For those of you who don't know, there are these photos that are circulating around. Okay, so here's the photo. It's a very old photo of Jeffree Star standing next to somebody, what seems to be at a diner, and has the Confederate flag draped over their back. And that's Jeffree Star with the pink hair pointing down at it. It's a very disturbing photo right now. Believe in this time, there's a lot of businesses and a lot of army bases and things of that nature who are actually taking down this flag due to what it represents. And it's just very, I don't know, I just have to say, it's kind of strange that this specific week has been all about Jeffree Star's past and the photos that are coming up. And not to defend it by any means, but in what I'm going to read you in a few minutes, Jeffree Star actually addresses this entire photo along with the lipstick Nazi splash page as well, which I found to be very interesting because what he was doing in the photo, again, this is very interesting, the timing of why all this is coming out now, but also what he has to say in his response, where he apologizes for both these actions. All right, here we go. July 18, 2020, which is today, 11:16 a.m. Hey everyone, over the last week, a few old photos and screenshot of an old website splash page from 2004 through 2006 have resurfaced, and I'd like to address them. When I was 17, I stupidly referred to anyone who was obsessed with makeup as a lipstick Nazi. It was offensive, derogatory, and for shock value. It does not reflect who I am today or what I stand for or have ever stood for. It was a slang term when I was young, used by TV shows like Seinfeld, who had characters named the Soup Nazi, named after a crazy cook. That's not an excuse, but just giving context. The word itself is disgusting, and I will always be deeply sorry to anyone who had to see that. And will continue to be sorry for all the dumb, vile stuff I have said in my past. I want to clear up the misconception that I ever had a makeup company before Jeffree Star Cosmetics. That is 100% false, and a rumor started to smear my name. The website that some are claiming I made never happened or existed. For a few days, I launched a splash page with a very graphic photo of me cutting and bleeding. I said, "Coming soon," and was intended to be the URL for my livejournal.com profile. If you're too young to know what that is, it was a photo sharing site where I was a member. I ended up never using it, and that same week dissolved the URL and tried to erase the horrible images of myself harming from the internet. Also, I've seen a very old photo of me standing next to someone who has a Confederate flag on in a diner that was in Visalia, California. I was asked to be in that photo for the shock value because I was gay and obviously not what the flag represents. I was mocking the flag, but now see how ugly and wrong it is to be next to it. Should I have told them no to the photo? Absolutely. But I made the stupid decision to stand there, and I'm sorry for my actions. I will always agree with canceling the Jeffree from 10 to 15 years old. That person is long gone. But I'm also extremely proud of owning inclusive makeup brand where I celebrate all races and genders. I won't let my past overshadow who I am today, and will always use my platform to spread awareness and only show inclusivity. I want to apologize and say sorry again to everyone who I offended with my past actions. I will always be sorry. I'm asking anyone who has reposted or shared the image of me cutting myself to please stop. I let someone photograph me when I was really young, and I regret doing extreme things for what I considered art at the time, and seeing it every morning when I turn on my phone has been really triggering and hard to process. Self-mutilation was something I was addicted to as a teenager and has always haunted me. I hope as a human being, anyone can see why seeing these photos over and over isn't healthy. Thank you for reading this. So it was 2 years ago that Jeffree Star posted this video where he addressed some actions from the past as well. This is one of those things where like, it's gonna be continuing to be brought up again, old or new, and you have to just keep apologizing and owning it and moving forward and keep apologizing. It's something you just have to do. You can't just sweep it on the road and keep going. I think a lot of people are gonna be shocked that he posted this online and he finally addressed it, because I think a lot of people were saying he's not gonna address it. He's Jeffree Star, he doesn't care, he has all this money, he's not gonna address it. He's already made his millions. So the fact that he came forward and addressed it, I think speaks volumes. And I just feel like if people wanna change, you have to see that change. Like, people get online, right? They're like, I'm gonna change, you know, but you have to see it. Does that make sense? And I think that with cancel culture, people are quick to cancel people. But I think, and on the previous video, I said I don't believe in cancel culture, but what I do believe in is if someone messes up, the internet tends to call them out on it. There's only a select few of people that are like, hey, wait a minute, let me teach you where you went wrong. Let me show you what it is that you did. And I think that a lot of times people don't remember Jeffree Star 2016, 2017, 2018. Always the little like shady little comments on Twitter. It's like snapping back at people, just that, you know, that quick, you know what I'm talking about. If you're in the community, just the shadiness that happens online, you just like type a quick response, you know, being messy, being shady. I think that right there, people are shocked today They're like, oh, I can't believe he said that. I can't believe he's being shady. I can't believe he said this or he did that. And I'm not talking about what he addressed in the notes. I'm saying when it comes to just shady comments in general, him clapping back at other influencers or other makeup brands and stuff like that. I think that today people are shocked that he does that, but it's something that he's always done. So I guess what I'm trying to say is like, it's no shocker that Jeffree Star is a shady queen when it comes to the comments and shady person on Twitter. I think that maybe he should address it and be like, you know what? Yeah, sometimes I can be shady and I say blunt things. I think being blunt, people take it a different way. There's a lot of people I know that are blunt. They tell you things straight to your face, whether you like it or not, whether it's rude or not. I'm not saying that I condone what he's did in the past. What I'm saying is, so he messed up. Here he is addressing it, the person. Why not teach them or show them a better way so that they don't continue to make the same mistakes? You know what I'm saying? Because I just feel like as people, that's what we should do. The drama that happened with Trisha Paytas and Jeffree Star, obviously, I don't think is a real thing, because Jeffree Star posted a photo of him and Trisha Paytas and he tagged her in it or something like that. And also Trisha Paytas mentioned him in one of her rants.
You know, Shane told me that he muted his own name so he doesn't have to see, the bad things. You have to take care of yourself. And I'm telling this as just a fellow human being. You have to take care of yourself. Like, social media is great, but I talked to Jeffree Star the other day, and I told Jeffree, I was like, you know what, just don't even read comments. Don't even get on Twitter. And then he voice memoed me this morning. I was like, oh my God, thank you for that. Like, honestly, sometimes you just need to not read comments. Shane told me that he muted his own name so he doesn't have to see, the bad things. You have to take care of yourself. And I'm telling this as just a fellow human being. You have to take care of yourself. Like, social media is great, but
And they had called and she had spoke to him and she pulled him out of the darkness that was going on. Because I think what was going on in the message that we just read, and according to what Trisha Paytas was saying, is that the online comments were starting to get to him. And so I think that's why, I think people just forget we're all just people too, in it together. It just, whatever. I know if you're gonna watch this video, they're gonna have their views and opinions on it. Are you happy that he finally addressed the situation, put it to rest? Are you not happy about it? Is it not enough for you? Do you feel like this is something that you have to keep apologizing for the rest of your life, or one time is done? It is a very sensitive topic, and a lot of people are going to be very moved by it, and they're going to have a lot of feelings for it. So please leave your comments down below. As always, please keep it respectable. Have an adult conversation in the comments down below. And let me know what you think about all the drama, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.